Yabazalwane, I'm here to talk about grief. The importance of you grieving. A lot of us have been made to believe that grieving is attention seeking. Grieving is for the weak. As a Christian, you cannot grieve because the Lord is here to comfort you. Why are you making a mediocre of yourself? The word of God says in 1 Samuel, the Lord said to Samuel, "For how long are you going to grieve for Saul? Because I have rejected him as king over Israel. Now get up, go to Bethlehem to a house of a man named Jesse, and I will show you one of his sons that you must anoint as king." That's when King David was anointed. Now the key word there is that there had to be some grieving that took place. A lot of us are skipping that part of our lives. When we are supposed to grieve for something, we don't want to do it. Because we never grieve, we never get over things that we didn't grieve. A man as great as Samuel, that the Lord used to speak to directly, was able to grieve over a king. What about you, child of God? When it's time for you to grieve, do not deprive yourself the opportunity of grieving. Because after you grieve, then you can say, how long have I been grieving? It's time for me to get up and go. You can't pretend that whatever hurt you did not hurt you, because then you're not going to grieve, and then you're not going to heal, then you're not going to move on from that. I remember our first camp, we had a lady who said she was divorced for 16 years, but she kept it a secret. And 16 years later, that wound was still oozing because she kept it a secret even to her children that she had divorced with their father. And she had not healed from that because she never went through the grieving process. There is no way you are going to hide a wound. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long ago it happened to you, no matter how long ago you've been hurt, no matter how long ago you've been betrayed. But if you don't go through the grieving process and accept that I am hurt and accept that this is painful, it's time for me to roll in ashes and tear my robes, you're not going to be able to get up from that. Samuel had to grieve for Saul. He stood in his grieving position until the Lord said to him, "For how long are you going to grieve?" But the grieving had to take place for him to get to a point where he accepts that he needs to now anoint a new king. Yes, he was scared. He said, when Saul hears that I'm going to anoint a new king, he's going to kill me, Lord. I will not be able to do it. But he went through the grieving process of grieving for his king. Do not deprive yourself of your grieving process, because you not grieving, you are delaying your healing. I remember when I was a child, when my mother passed away, an auntie would always shout at us for crying, saying, "Do not cry for her."